Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We're still here at the 2025 edition of the Texas State Fair, and guess what? We have something big and performance-oriented from Nissan, and it's this vehicle right here. This is a 2026, first time ever, Nissan Armada NISMO. But before we get into this bumped up power-wise and bumped up handling-wise of an SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. So, performance SUVs are becoming more and more prevalent through the auto industry. You're seeing vehicles like the Escalade V, the Dodge Durango RT, and Hellcats. Well, guess what? Nissan wants a piece of the action, and they're taking their redesigned Armada and bringing the NISMO touches. Now, the great thing about this Armada NISMO, it's not just a body kit. We have more horsepower underneath the hood and better handling dynamics. But what I want to find out is if you're looking for a full-size performance SUV, is this Armada NISMO the way to go? Let's go ahead, let's dive in and find out. Right off the bat, you're going to find one of two NISMO-specific colors. This is called Stealth Gray. The other color is going to be Black Diamond Pearl. At the front of the business, you're going to get that updated headlight design found on every Armada, full LED daytime running lamps, turn signals, and your headlights. You're going to notice the change in the bodywork. So it all starts at the front fascia. You're going to have these very large air curtains that pass right through, fully functional. You're also going to notice dive planes built in to the lower edge of the front fascia, and then a massive front splitter. Now, what's great about this being a NISMO spec is I love the color, the stealth gray with the NISMO specific red accents. You even have LED fog lamps and aerodynamics through the lower section. So there's nothing fake out of all this goodness here. The one thing I would have to zonk is I'm not loving the chrome on the side. Really not a NISMO style thing, unless it was dark chrome. So I am going to zonk that, but everything else, absolutely spectacular. Now, as we come across that front ginormous grille, you have the Nissan badge, forward-facing camera, and then the NISMO badge. Remember, NISMO stands for Nissan Motorsports, fully functional up top. And I like the way they took the red and brought it down the edges of that grille. It's got that V-motion grille design, working our way down to the bottom portion where you have a large lip splitter, and then the problem is there's no functionality on the edges there, so I do have to zonk that. But other than that, you are getting plenty of functionality from the front end of this massive grille. But let me know what you think about the face of this new Armada NISMO. Now, as we rise up, a little bit of gloss black along the brow, and then you have that aircraft carrier style hood. Hood is exactly the same as the other Nissan Armada examples. I do like the way you have that nice sort of side bulge on each side that gives it some really strong definition. Now, as we come around the bend, check it out. The front fascia, the wider front fascia comes into the flared fenders. And underneath those flared fenders, we have supersized wheels and tires. So this is a 22-inch wheel, NISMO specific with the machined aluminum accents all the way around, red painted calipers with different pads and larger rotors. It's a 22-inch wheel. Tires are going to be 275 on the width, 30 series sidewall, and I love the way everything is painted, that beautiful shadow gray finish, that stealth gray finish. Suspension has been retuned by NISMO, so you have NISMO springs and other components to the suspension, such as the upper control arm has been tuned by NISMO. And then coming down the side, I'm going to have Lori swing around a little bit and show you the side fender venting with the NISMO name. Now we have the doors locked. That's going to show you how your mirror gets tilted in with your 360-degree camera, a little bit of red, shadow, stealth black, stealth gray, and the black pearl come in the two-tone. So you could get that two-tone style black painted roof with your A-pillar on the stealth gray. Love the way you have the color match door handles. And then even the way they did the side step, very smart to keep the side step, but they actually added aerodynamics to it, including that lower side sill extension with the Nismo red color. Coming towards the rear, remember, this is an all-wheel drive performance SUV, rear-wheel drive biased, but also sends power to the front wheels. And this does sit on the Nissan truck chassis. So that Titan truck chassis, this is what it sits on. Now coming around the back, love the red with the Armada name stamped in. Really gives it a modern, aggressive look. Same story from the back. Look at the long roof spoiler. I feel like I could actually step out of the rain and just stand underneath this spoiler. Wiper is tucked underneath. That's Raiti's Ride approved. You got your full LED lighting, the Armada name spelled out, and then working our way down the ground level, look at that Nismo badge. The one zunk I have is where's my exhaust? If you're gonna have a performance SUV, I don't want the exhaust tucked underneath. Where is the exhaust? It's tucked all the way underneath. Why don't they have it like a quad tip or something? Think about Durango, think about Escalade V. They have exposed exhaust, so that is a zonk, but you got a major rear diffuser lower bumper area. But let me know in the comment section what you think about the style. We're gonna pop the hood and look at the power. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have hood struts. Underneath the hood, one of the best modern engine covers. Love the black with the Nissan name, the Nismo badge. You even have this beautiful tuned badge from Japan with the signature red accents that are associated with Nismo, Nissan Motorsports. You're looking at a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, now pumping out 460 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. That's 35 more horsepower than your standard Armada. It's bolted to a 9-speed automatic transmission that's been specially tuned for this Nismo setup. And at the end of the day, you could still tow with this thing, 8,500 pounds. The vehicle is about an inch lower, sitting on the different springs and suspension components to give you that better handling. Because remember, SUV, center of gravity is usually higher. They try as much as they can to lower that center of gravity. But why don't we go ahead? It's not just about the outside, it's not just about underneath the hood. Let's check out the interior and see if there's any special Nismo touches. All right, guys, we're inside this 2026 Nissan Armada NISMO. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, this looks like a killer performance SUV. How much is it? Very good question. The way this one is optioned, you're expecting right around $70,000. But let's see exactly if the interior is as special as everything else. To the door panels. Love what they've done. You got the Alcantara up top with the Nismo red contrast stitching, the Klipsch premium sound system, and then you even have more red stitching on the center armrest area. Door pocket is decent. Maybe 2 fried tacos from the State Fair and a large bottle of freshly squeezed lemonade. Now going from the door panel to the dash, look at the Alcantara. Love the way they did the stitching, even on the dash, the red anodized trim. Nice touches. Slide on in. I can't turn it on for you because we're at the auto show, but you got your dual infotainment and digital gauge cluster. I like the way they snuck in a Nismo badge there. Red Nismo start-stop button. Everything else is going to be the same. You're going to have your dual climate control, heated seats, no ventilated seats on a Nismo, heated steering wheel. You got your different modes, which are specific to the Nismo. You still can raise and lower the vehicle, and you have your push button for your 9-speed automatic. I like the way they do this cover. Slide it open, wireless charging, 2 USB-Cs, 2 cup holders, the Armada name embossed, the nice leather, the Alcantara. Open it up. You got plenty of felt lining in here. This is where you could put your trophies that you're going to win when you go do your track days against the other performance SUVs. They actually have classes for those, believe it or not now, where you could show up with your performance SUV. And you could put your family jewels in here, because nobody wants to hurt their family jewels. Down below, here's where you're gonna put your merce, your purse, your sack, your satchel. You can even put a 2-pound bag of apples down there. Remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Seats, Nismo embroidery, the stitching. Look at this red Alcantara. Nice seat bolstering, full electric assist for the passenger, full electric assist for the driver. You do have a panoramic sunroof. Seats are massage on a Nismo. So you can be doing your hot laps and getting your booty massaged. And for 5 extra horsepower, you have red seat belts. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I got a special steering wheel in this Armada NISMO. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have 2 memory seat settings. You'll notice that they do a decent job at a pedal box. Aluminum brake pedal, aluminum throttle. I wish they would give me an aluminum dead pedal. Come on, give me an aluminum dead pedal. Here's all your seat controls, including the massage seats. I'm 6 feet tall, and not only do the seats feel great, I fit in here perfectly. Steering wheel, oh, yeah, the leather perforated. You got your bright red stripe top dead center, your Babe Ruth crisscross applesauce stitching, even red stitching on the horn button, and the Nismo badge. Paddles on the back to go up and down that 9-speed automatic. I wish that they would have changed the paddles to metal and make them a little bit larger for the Nismo. And then you have your digital gauge cluster. Obviously, I can't turn it on, but I promise there are gauges that light up. But why don't we go ahead? It's not just about the people up front that get the Nismo touch. Let's get into the mid-row and the third row and see what Nissan's bringing. All right, guys, mid-row time. This is a vehicle you get to share with everybody, right? Because you have the captain's chairs, we got the rear seats. Love how you have that Nismo embroidery. This red is to die for. And then you have pockets. Nice large pockets. You could put some bison jerky back there. They have actually this old woman and this old man, this elderly couple that's turning meat into jerky right before your very eyes here at the State Fair. Command center, all your AC controls, heated seats, no ventilated seats, 2 USB-Cs, a 12-volt. Captain's chairs, they're okay. They're not the greatest. They do recline a little bit. They do slide, but these captain's chair armrests are pathetic. Let's just be honest, zonk. But you do have a place for 2 USB-Cs, your iPhone 48 Gold Edition, and 2 cup holders. And then, of course, you have the back seat area. Now, I have one side folded where you can see that you could actually put a bunch of junk, and then there's the other seat up with the Alcantara. Everybody gets red seat belts, and all 3 rows get USB-Cs. Very nice touch. I know you want to go for a drive. I want to go for a drive too. Sitting back here, can't do it. I would show you the cargo area, but because this is at the auto show, they disconnected the battery and it has an electric assist lift, so we can't open it. But we will be doing a first drive very soon. I'm actually going to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to tell you that. So we will be doing a first drive of this NISMO Armada. Why don't we go ahead though? Since Vegas isn't today, we're in Texas, let's wrap it up. All right, guys, like I said, always great to be here at the auto shows, even at the Texas State Fair. I got to thank Steve, Josh, and the rest of the team getting us access to this all-new Nissan Armada NISMO. Let me know what you think. Is this the performance SUV that you want to get? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rights family. Got to give it up to Latte Lori. She is highly caffeinated, and she's a very hard worker. So thank you, Lori, for all that you're doing. Just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.